Willkommen. So, yeah. I don't know what to say here. Other than the start of this episode, capital G God kind of just, abandoned Earth, which manifested itself as view from Earth as stars randomly flashed out of existence for a moment there. Of course, they didn't think much of it. Till they realized, wait a second, what does this even mean? Then they got the message. So yeah. Uh Honestly, I'm just gonna put this series out of its misery at this point. Oops. Wait a second, that's not where it should be. Nah, it's a little too similar. Eh, there we go. I don't think they had any other colonies, so. So yeah, you might ask, how are the state of nuclear bombs? They're really that not well. They kind of got a mass produced, so they're not as powerful as like the more impressive ones that you see in real life. Oh, also, you might wonder why the RLC is still here. Simple, I was too lazy to change it, and the lore reason is that neither the Soviet Union nor Sovereign Union actually bothered to dam it up. Yeah, where was... oh yeah, nuclear war. No, I'm just kidding. Or am I? So yeah, anyways. China then backs Turkestan and Tajikistan. The Soviets or the Sovereign Union gets tempted to back off, but then they just don't. So, yeah, pretty much just this happens. And then the Soviets respond extremely disproportionately. At least this time it didn't burn enough forest to almost wreck the entire ocean level like last time. And China sends off the rest of their nuclear arsenal. And the Soviets pretty much only need about half to defeat them. Now you might ask what this hideous purple color is. Yeah, and I use purple for when stuff gets nuked. See, see, Korea's genuine reaction to this was just bum rushing up north. To see how many Koryo people they can free from China's hands, or just wrangle out of Chinese hands before either side notices. And unfortunately, the Soviets noticed. Why do I keep calling them the Soviets? They're the Sovereign Union. Well, either way. See, yeah, the Sovereign Union eventually gets down to there. Yeah, eventually, mass nuclear de-armament is agreed upon. Because they realize, damn, these things are capable. Also, for those unfamiliar with who the Koryo are, they live in like this region. Some of them were deported to Central Asia. God. All right. See, I should probably update this. Yeah. So yeah, the countries are realizing the errors of their ways, and slowly they're just decommissioning their nukes. Hold up. So, I feel like I should see undo button. Of course, some are quicker to decommission than others. Whereas Portugal just straight up doesn't. Yeah, Salazar is probably dead by now, but new leader of Portugal claims that they are for self-defense. That he promises to only use them if Portugal gets invaded. See, among the first states that actually decommission. See, eventually the world just totally nuclear de-arms by the year 2000. I think this episode started in like 1980 something. So yeah, this group that goes by the name Dragon Vanguard slowly takes over the remnants of China. However, the original government hides out west. I'm just gonna recolor this back in. So yeah, the Dragon Vanguard manages to get some of uh, uh that's the same color. Whatever. I can only describe a new color like so. I know, there are like so many imperfections in this map. But eventually the old Chinese government kind of just womp. Well, to be fair, a few major cities here and there got just destroyed. Probably something like this happens. I know, I tried to follow the Amur River. Of course, it wasn't perfect. I'm trying to think of something that would happen. So yeah, eventually by like 2015, world peace is achieved. So not so a lot of border changes just don't really happen. See, I'll just explain. Year by year then. 2016. Oh yeah, and also might I mention that technology's kind of progressed roughly the same, except for stuff that probably wouldn't have happened. So yeah, 2016, not really much for the world map. Really, nothing happens until 2020, where a novel virus breaks out somewhere in here ish. Although China manages to roughly contain it, it does spread. Into a few neighboring countries. Now, it's not actually. Now, eventually, it's just label. Eventually, it gets labeled as a pandemic. Thankfully, worldwide trade shuts down before it actually manages to leave Asia. So yeah, eventually, so last of these pandemic cases happened around 2022. And the world rebuilds from there. Oh wait a second, not really the world, just Asia rebuilds from there. By 2026, the world is honestly kind of normal. That is, until I decide to end this series, which doesn't, snap away the entire Hold on, I just realized those two are a little too similar. Mm-mm. There we go. Anyways, so yeah, this is the world. Overall, a lot more peaceful. So yeah, the finale. I originally planned to end this series with an apocalypse, then I realized, why would I do that? It's so cliche. So I decided to end it with, and they all lived happily ever after. So yeah, honestly, if you're seeing this, you can make a sequel. You have my full permission. Thanks for watching.